Contractors. All right. In this video, could be 5 minutes, could be 10 minutes, could be 20 minutes, could be 30 minutes. I've been doing some coaching today with a couple of different business owners and just wanted to reach out, see if anybody is out there in the Facebook world, have any questions they want to ask about business and get some complimentary coaching. So stick around. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're going to stick around a little bit, see if anybody shows up, has any questions. If you have questions or just want to say hi, type your name in and where you're listening or watching from. But there was a question earlier in for contractors only about proposals. Let me see. Maybe I'll send him the link because he had reached out to me through Messenger also. What did he say? Yeah, it says putting in his first bid on a commercial drywall job. He's not 100% confident in his ability. He's 100% confident in his ability to successfully complete the project. However, he has lost in the whole bid process and everything that goes along with it. So, man, that's something you should learn over the years. But what I can tell you is I ask all the contractors, you should all have your price list, whether you're giving it out to clients or it's on your website, it's on your Google My Business, it's on your Facebook page, wherever it is, you should have your price list. And, you know, everyone that works for you should have a copy in their truck so they know. And I always say, like, you go to Cracker Barrel, you don't just get 2 eggs and bacon, $15. It's 2 grade A extra large, free range chicken eggs with the finest bacon man can make with homemade biscuits and all the fixings. And so they take that 1 or 2 lines, eggs and bacon, $15, and they turn it into a paragraph. And that's what you want to do with your price list. And that's how you're explaining everything in your website, Google My Business, talking to people on the phone, through text, through emails. You're never just giving the price. So in the proposals, it's the same thing, only more important. So I think he's doing drywall or something. So it's like, you've got to describe in detail, what materials you are supplying. And not just drywall, man. Put the name of the drywall and how thick and the width and the this and the that and how many screws, what type of screws you're going to be using and how many screws per drywall sheet and what you're going to do after that and what you're going to use to fill it, spackle and the tape that you use, everything, man, in detail. The more detailed you can be, I'm talking line for line, is going to make you stand out because everyone else is going to go, supply 600 square feet of drywall, hang it, boom, 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 and then that's it. I want you to go in detail, everything, like how long it's going to take, this, that, approximately time it takes, everything. So everyone else is doing 2 or 3 lines, maybe even a paragraph. Man, you're going to be doing 2 or 3 sheets, pages in detail, because that's what makes you stand, and they're going to be reading it. And yeah, everybody's doing it pretty much the same way, but they're not explaining it on their price sheet or on their website, or their employees are saying the same thing. Oh man, we use this kind of plywood with this, with that, with this, and we did this, and per sheet, and we did this, and we did that. And they're like, oh man, that sounds like a lot. Man, I'm surprised you're not charging more. The other guy is just doing this, and they're charging less than you, but they're only doing this. They're doing the same thing. They're just not describing it. I hope that makes sense and comes across. But and so when you're doing the proposals, that's the same way you're doing it. You're in detail, making yourself stand far and above everyone else who's writing a proposal. And before you write the proposal, hopefully you've already made the connection. You've already built the rapport. You have the relationship with whoever is in charge of hiring, whether it's the homeowner, the contractor, whoever it is. This is a commercial building, so it's probably the architect or the designer or the project manager, whoever makes that decision or has gets to kind of push in that direction. That's who the relationship you want to be building with. And like from the time you've got the okay to even write up a proposal. When you get a new bid, a new lead, someone leaves you a message, text message, reaches out to you, there's a system for following up, and it has to do with all these videos I'm telling you guys that you should be putting together, whether it's the video testimonials or all of that stuff. It's like, hey, hopefully, we end up getting the job, we work together, but if not, here's some videos on how it should be done. Here's some jobs that we've did. Here's some questions you should ask. All of these small little videos that you should be sending out to people. All right. A couple people watching, nobody asking no questions. I'm going to give it about, 10, 20, give it another 2-3 minutes. No questions, nothing for me to say. I'm going to get out of here. Got a lot of work to do. Got to clean up the garage. And again, I've told you guys, no matter what your trade is, that whole thing behind me, dominate your trade in your area, 10x your business, is you've got to be Googling yourself, your trade, that stuff. The same questions that homeowners or general contractors or interior designers, architects, they all go to Google and type in certain phrases and questions and how do you do this or how does this get done? And you need to be Googling those questions also, the same questions that your homeowners and people that you work for, those same questions they ask. You need to be Googling those questions to see what the questions come up. I was doing that today, and man, it's some crazy ass answers out there to some simple questions. But you need to know that, because you need to know more than what Google knows, because Google knows everything. Isn't that right, Big Patrick? Is that whiskey in the cup? You should have some Baileys in here or coffee with the whiskeys. Not yet. What you doing, man? What you doing, Patrick? I see you got that new sander, didn't you? Did you, the one with the laser? Do you need that laser, man? Come on, man. I just look at the grain of the wood. The board already has a line in it. I just follow that line. What the hell am I gonna do with a laser? Steve, what's up, brother? Where's the kids at, Steve? You doing any snowboarding this weekend? Yeah. So so asking, man, it's like, and both of you, so Steve and Patrick are here. So what, man, I was Googling, because there's a whole bunch of questions that homeowners type in about hardwood flooring, how to protect hardwood flooring from dog scratches, how much is it to replace hardwood floors? Is it cheaper to replace hardwood floors than to refinish hardwood floors? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got about 15 or 20 questions that I'm getting ready to answer in detail, and I'll post them on my Google My Business, and I'll make a video to go along with the answer. So it'll go all of that stuff, because that is what Google and Siri and Alexa and all of these questions, Google looks for you, the expert, to answer them. So you have to have your whole answer Q&A section on your website, Q&A section. The Q&A section is already on your Google My Business. You can go there, and I tell you, if you watch the training that I do for Google My Business, is you want your friends to go in and log in, and you send them a link to your Google My Business and let them ask questions. So in the internet world, it looks like it comes from, someone searching for the real answer. So you can pre-write the questions for them, and you can find these questions on the internet. People are asking these damn questions all the time, and you need to have the answers. So when you'll be the one that shows up for free. You'll be the guru. You'll be the dominator. That's it. What's the most popular stain color for hardwood floors? How to restain wood floors? All kind of shit. How to getting urine stains out of the wood floors. It's like a list of them. So whatever your trade is, there's 10, 20, 30, 40 questions that you need to go into detail and answer them. And when you go on, like House does it, even Home Advisory will have it. When you type in, answer the questions, they'll have it. Trying to get more leads to sell to us. Patrick said he's sanding today. Would you say that laser? Let's see. The laser helps when you have new guys and they don't know really much about sanding the angles. All right, I got you. Yeah, because you sand on Steve. Do you do that too? Do you listen to Hummel and those guys? They want you to sand on a slight angle the whole time. I should be doing it this way so you can see it. Instead of going straight with the grain, they want you to do off to an angle, just a slight angle, a little bit. Do you guys both do that, or do you go with the grain? The first couple of rough cuts, I'll let the guys do like a slight angle, but the two fine cuts, I want with the grain. What do you guys do? Yeah. So, oh man, get ready to get out of here. I'm telling you, those questions and the detail that you go into, all of that shit, again, feeds back to your website. But if the people are on Google and YouTube, man, that's how your YouTube channel is going to come up. Is when you have so you go through a list of these questions. You can, like I said, find them on the internet, whatever your trade is. Write in detail. You write out those answers. They're on your Facebook, written out on your Facebook, but you got the video that goes along with it written. When you put the video on your YouTube channel, in the description, it's written. Because when you were writing it, that's all the keywords, the phrases, and the question you write, and you can write that question in there a couple of times. When we're asked here at All American Flooring, is this question, and boom, 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 and then you go into the answer, and then so you've got and you can do a blog. I mean, I have it because I haven't needed to, but it's not a bad idea. Again, it just gives you a bigger footprint, and you can send it out to people. I don't know, like a lot of these magazines and other companies will use your information, even just the cleaning of the hardwood floors. I mean, you ask 10 different floor guys how to clean and maintain the floor, you get 10 freaking different answers. So make yours sound better than theirs. Always sand on an angle with the rough cut. Yeah. Do you do the fine cut? Do you go straight? Yeah, Patrick says we do whatever the floors tell me to. Times we find with the grainy. It sounded like me, Patrick, like homeowners. Oh my God, it made the floors look so beautiful. I was like, man, we didn't do anything. The floor was already beautiful. We just rubbed it and loved it and took our time, and just the more attention we gave it, the more the beauty showed, and it's almost get into all the craziness. But so all right, guys. Yeah, those questions and answers, that proposal thing that the guy had asked earlier is the more detailed you can be, the better you're going to stand out. I mean, and that's definitely with Steve and Patrick doing the flooring proposal. Man, like the wood and the grade of the wood and where it comes from and why your grade of the wood and the company that you use is better than Joe Smo, and then how you're sanding it and how many times you're sanding it, and you're taking it off paper layer by paper layer. You don't want to take off more wood than you have to, but you got to take enough off to get out all the imperfections, and and get it tabletop smooth and glass, and we do this, and then we have to treat the wood to pop the grain before I go into like crazy ass detail, but nobody else does. So when they read our website or Google My Business or the booklet that we hand out, and everybody else is like, yeah, we just sanded and we coated and it's like the more detailed you are, the more you're going to stand out. So Stephen with the power drive. Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. If you're watching this later on, you got your questions and you're like, damn it, missed it. Brian was live. Leave the questions in the comment. I will see them and answer them. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Tomorrow, Sunday, got our group coaching. Hopefully I see Steven there. All right, guys, we are out of here.